Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahai, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah, not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Not a bishop, as a great millstone. We teach well who are the apostles and as of all of Israel, rather accepting or not. In the sincere salutation to all the doctrine, pushing this truth and believing this truth, the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the hope of the elect. Shalom to the walk who are listening, learning. You feel sister, listen, learning. Coming into another lesson, truth, fact, faith, and education. Another day of education, always be edifying. So I title this lesson, It's clear and make complete sense. The MOTB in your head and hands. As the scriptures say. Now I got a couple of videos I want to play because it's clear what the Lord said that he would cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive his mark in their right hand on their foreheads. Dealing with the heads, the forehead, right? Any injury to your body, we have a nervous system. Any injuries to your body, it affects the nerves. All your nerves run to your feet, spine, and your brain. So I want to play these couple of videos. And I'm gonna get a couple precepts. Lord wants to be edifying. Lord willing, if I can get through this, at least I'll be playing on my computer, man. Now my screen just went black. This is the devil at work. I don't know what happened. The screen just went black. Hold on, bear with me. See, I should have did this lesson earlier. Every time. Boy, I tell you. Hold on, bear with me here. So check this out.
So they're speaking up well.
For more than a decade, Gert-Jan Oskam has been trying to relearn to walk, changing his life forever. But now, Oski, thanks to groundbreaking digital implants in his brain and his spine.
and in your hands. What is China doing? Face recognition, right? When you're dealing with this in the brain, and I got a few clips, this helps the miracles in Revelation 13 and 14. It helps quadriplegics, paraplegics, Alzheimer's, how you pronounce it, dementia, different ailments. So let's run this back. Let's run this back.
So they're picking up well.
For more than a decade, Guryan Oscom has been trying to relearn to walk. A motor is back on his feet thanks to groundbreaking.
In 5 to 10 minutes, I could control my hips.
It works like this. When Oscom thinks about taking a step, a brain implant picks up the signals and sends them to a computer strapped to his back. The computer decodes this in his spine, triggers his legs move. It's like
towards stimulation.
Full control of what the stimulation does. And that gives me a lot of freedom, which I didn't have with previous therapy.
Researchers say it's an incredible step forward from older technology.
Putting all those components together in a human with spinal cord injury and having them talk in quasi real time, it's a breakthrough, really.
It's not a cure. Oscom can still only walk several hundred feet a day and stand without
I think that I can really build functional things from it.
a long journey now giving hope to other patients still striving to take that first step. So far, Oscom is the only person to experiment in the peer-reviewed journal Nature in hands.
Before I started this, I had no problem. Then when I started, they started messing with my internet. So now the point I want to make is the word government, right? When you go to, let me go to etymology online. The Lord said that we had to go to the Esau for the one of all things, right? So the word government, because the scripture tell you in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, it reads, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God, right? The only way the so-called white man can get into your temple, which is the spiritual, your body is the spiritual temple of Yahweh Shema Shai, he got to physically be in there. Now, there was a time when he was mentally in the Hoflex brain through his white supremacy, right? But when Peter said, I will stir up your pure mind by the will of remembrance, then the Lord took us from the cares of this life, from the ways of the so-called white man. So now you know more. Follow the ways of the so-called white man, right? So he needs to physically get in your body, because the mental and the emotional and the spiritual aspect of the so-called white man being in our minds, the Lord have removed that, right? Now this is the word government on Etymology Online. It say to direct, rule, guide, govern, to steer, to pilot, right? The word govern mean control, and the word ment go back to the word mente, which mean mind. So it say the word from Latin to direct, rule, guide, govern, originally to steer, to pilot, right? So the word government mean mind control, control mind. So follow these ways. That's why I tell you in Salaki knows in the camera. To follow these ways of Esau eating the so-called white man is a conditioning. Let me get this. What's that? Let me see. Hold on. Bro say it was choppy. So let me try to run back to this. Here's another one that I did a lesson on some years ago. Bear with me here. Yeah. I don't know why they playing with my Wi-Fi, man. But it is what it is, Lord willing. So this is one. I did a lesson on this guy some years ago. Let me run this back. Check this out. It's a lock you. Hold on. See, so freeze up my computer, man. He started messing with my computer, man.
I had just finished my freshman year of college. I was out in the ocean and I dove out and into a wave, something that I'd done many times before. I dove into a sandbar that I'd drifted in, which fractured my spine and damaged my spinal cord, and that left me as a C5 quadriplegic. I kept asking the doctors, what can I look forward to in the future? One of my doctors said, hey, we want to try this muscle stimulation device. It really sounds like it's something out of a science fiction novel, reconnecting my mind to my body.
Spinal trauma is one of the toughest problems in medicine. There's currently no biological way of healing severe damage to the spinal cord. Recently, scientists have started developing a workaround, creating an artificial link between the brain and the body.
See?
With Sharma, I'm the lead investigator on the NeuroLife program at Patel. So NeuroLife is an electronic neural bypass technology that can link the brain directly to the limb it controls. We are developing this technology for people with paralysis due to spinal cord injury so that they can regain control of their own hand. Ian Burkhardt is our first patient in this study.
Being injured at the C5 level, I'm pretty good strength through my biceps, but I don't really have any movement below my elbows at all. I rely on other people to help me every single day. They help me get dressed, get transferred into my wheelchair, brush my hair, And then at the end of the day, I also need help doing everything in reverse to get ready for bed. Independence is my number one goal. And regaining any use of my hands will really improve my independence. So it was something I was all for. You good? Yeah.
So this technology has three main components. The first component is a tiny chip that is surgically implanted in Ian's brain and that records Ian's brain activity as he's thinking about moving his hand.
Doing a little more slack. No, that's fine. It's good. Okay.
The second component is a computer algorithm that decodes Ian's brain activity and interprets the movement that he's thinking about. And the last component is a wearable sleeve, which has up to 160 electrodes, which activates the individual muscles to evoke the attempted movement.
First started with the study, just trying to open and close my hand was extremely challenging. I never had to think about moving my hand. It was just something that naturally happened. So it was something that took a lot of mental strength. Okay, you ready? Yeah. I'm able to pick up an object and manipulate that around in space. I'm able to move individual fingers. I can do some complex grasps. You're looking good today. Yeah. You know, we've done everything from picking up a bottle and pouring it to playing Guitar Hero, just being able to control more of your body that I thought I had lost forever is something that's really exciting and really promising.
See, now I want to show that. Bear with me here. Because I want to go back and get this other one. Bro said it was choppy in the beginning. Which Esau, man. I mean, they can't do nothing about that. But I'm going to try to replay this first one. Because again, the title, as the reason I titled it, is clear and it makes complete sense. Because what these bastards is doing is tapped into the nervous system, which make completely sense. This is why Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai. This is why the Lord had it written that way, that the forehead and the hands. Because this is how Esau can use, and I'm going to read it, the nervous system to create, allegedly be this is miracles. Let's play this one again. This is the first one. Oh, Salakia. Hold on. Salakia. Let me get rid of this. Moving too fast. Salakia. I ain't got any comment. You know what? I didn't put it up. Let me run this back. Salakia. Thought I had it up. This is the first one I played. Esau is tapping into the nervous system. You gotta tap the nervous system. Every part of your body is connected to your spine and your brain. So again, it only makes sense why the Lord said that this MOTB will go into the forehead and the hands. Let's play this again.
Picking up well.
For more than a decade, Gert-Jan Oskam has been trying to relearn to walk. A motorbike accident in his late 20s from forever. But now, Oskam is back on his feet, thanks to groundbreaking digital implants in his brain and his spine.
Control my hips.
It works like this.
These are
When
old
Oscar
videos
thinks about
years
taking a
ago.
step, a brain implant picks up the signals and sends them to a computer strapped to his back. The computer decodes it, then transmits the signal to a device
The
in his
nervous
spinal
system.
cord. Legs to say it's like a digital bridge that bypasses the damaged part of his spine.
The patient has first to learn how to work spinal cord stimulation.
Scientists were shocked to find it may have helped close the gap in his nervous system. Life-changing abilities didn't have after
Relation. And that gives me a lot of freedom, which I didn't have with previous therapy.
researchers say it's an incredible step forward from older technologies that could detect brain signals or stimulate muscle movement, but not both.
Putting all those components together.
Now I was making a point when the Lord said in Deuteronomy 28 that we should go to the enemy for the one of all things. So through the so-called white man's white white supremacy, right? Through his philosophies, he have conditioned the minds of our people. I went to the etymology and get the word government, which the word government, govern mean control and meant mean mind, control minds. So it is said in 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Let's read this. Because Esau is playing on the minds of the people, man. This nigga is using enchantments and witchcraft to play on the minds of the people. And that's why it's in Revelation 13 and 14, by the means of those miracles. See, these like they seem to be miracles, man. Because the Lord done gave them enough technology to play on people's nervous systems. Those that have ailments. Right now I was looking at the word ailments. There are different names for ailments. You got illness, disease, disorder, sickness, affliction, infection, condition, infirmity, viruses. These are different names for ailments. This is how Esau is playing on the minds of the people, man. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. It reads, it goes from verse 3, right? And that man of sin, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And the only way he can get in your temple, because remember, it tell you that Esau is profane, he's outside the temple. So the only way that he can get into our temple, he got to physically get into your temple with the MOTB. Now, there was a time when he was mentally, emotionally, and spiritually in your temple with his religion, with his philosophies. But then the Lord pulled the elect, the whole elect out of that. That's why Peter said, I will stir up your pure mind by way of remembrance. So the only way he can get to those that have been pulled away from this, he got to create these conditions, order of chaos, which is order out of chaos, to hope that he can get the elect to take the MOTB, which ain't gonna happen. But 2/3 is, because you gotta understand this is heavy, because he have played on the minds of the people for so long that the world trusts in the so-called white man and their government. It tell you that in Isaiah 30, 1 through 3, Isaiah 31, 1 through 3. The Lord said in Jeremiah 17, woe to him that maketh flesh his own. Right? Let me read that. See, Esau done conditioned the people to trust in science. So this would be like some miracles to people. Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his own, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. So by the means of these miracles, Esau has conditioned the people to trust in him. So this is what it seems to be the way to go. Let me get this. Bear with me. I want to make these points. And to the sister Tina Paris, when you use this emoji with the praying hands, that's making a symbol of a vagina. There's other emojis with the praying hands open, with the hands open out. The scripture tell you in First Timothy 2, lift up holy hands without wrath and doubt. So when you're using this emoji with the praying hands together, that's representing a vagina. Stop using it. And you can do what you want at the end of the day, but I'm just telling you what it represents. Esau came up with that praying hands. The Lord don't deal with that. Just letting you know. So let me get this one. Here's one that say the brain implant to help quadriplegics. These are the means of those miracles that Esau uses, as the scripture tell you in Revelations 13. Yeah, man. It's clear and it makes sense while the Lord said it. Man, listen. Lord willing, we can get to come in. Ain't have no problem before this lesson.
Six years ago, Ian Burkhart broke his spine in a diving accident while vacationing with friends. That accident left him paralyzed from the chest down. But thanks to a neural implant, he's been able to bypass his spinal cord injury and send signals from his brain down to his right arm.
It's the same guy.
That technology means that Ian can now grasp objects and even move his fingers independently from each other, which is a definite scientific first.
See?
In general, when a
It's
person
what
wants
the
to
miracle.
move their finger, their brain sends a signal through their spine to their hand. But in Ian's case, that signal gets blocked. To bypass that problem, the neural implant detects the signal that Ian's brain wants to send to the finger and relays them to a sleeve on his arm. From there, the sleeve will send the right electrical impulses through the muscles in his arm so he can complete the movement. This happens in real time, which means that all Ian has to do is think of a movement to actually make it happen. And one really good example of that is Ian's ability to play video games like Guitar Hero. The system took months to perfect, but Ian can now swipe a credit card and play video games that demand a lot of dexterity. With more practice, further. But there's only so much he can do with the current implant. Right now, the size of the system fits on a tabletop, which makes it impossible for him to use it outside the lab. And then there's the problem of the implant's precision. It currently uses 96 electrodes to capture signals from Ian's brain. That's not enough to translate precise movements like those that let us spread fingers on a keyboard, for instance. So the researchers plan to increase the number of electrodes to a couple thousand. They'd also like to compress the computer so that it fits entirely inside the implant. If they can do that, then people might actually be able to use it on the go. But that's still a long way off. The researchers wouldn't tell me exactly how much the whole system costs, but it's clear that even making small changes is going to be expensive. And then there's the fact that the technology isn't quite there yet. That doesn't mean that Ian is going to be the first and last person to use the implant, though. The researchers have gotten approval to use it on 4 other people, which means that we might hear some really great news about other cases like Ian's very soon.
See? So, let me get this. I just want to make some points, man. This is this is how the Lord playing with these Edomites, man. They are using the nervous system, man. Now, in this movie, right? Let me get this. Upgrade. I don't know if you ever saw it, but the movie Upgrade. Bear with me. Got killed in this movie Upgrade. And the guy implanted the implant called stem. Hold on, let me go back. That ain't the one I want. I just want to show these different clips. Hold on, bear with me. At least I got my computer freezing up, man. These damn bastards. So I want to show. Where is this thing? Right here. Make sure you can see it. Okay. These different clips right here from the movie Upgrade, right? Kitchen fight scene. Then you got the bathroom beat down scene, right? Stem takes over scene. You gotta watch this movie, man, because he was paralyzed. But in the movie, oh, what's the movie with this guy Keanu Reeves? What's the name of that movie, man? When he had the sea hip. I can't think of the name of the movie right now. But he had the sea hip. Anyway, in this movie, it shows you. It said brutal mugging leaves Gray Trace paralyzed in the hospital, and his beloved wife died. Then you had the billionaire who he was fixing on his cars in the movie, put the stem in them. As a matter of fact, this is my backup channel. I don't even give a damn. Let's play this.
Recordings just got better.
Let's play this clip. Hold on. This is what you. And before I play this, this is Revelation 13 and 14 in the AMP. And he deceived those unconverted ones who inhabit the earth and believe in him because of the signs which he is given by Satan to perform in the presence of the first beast, telling those who inhabit the earth to make an image to the beast who was wounded fatally by the sword, and has come back to life. Right, Revelations 13 and 14. And deceived them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So healing quadriplegics and paraplegics, Alzheimer's, those that got dementia, any type of ailments. Ailments is illness, disease, disorder, sickness, affliction, infection conditions, infirmity, viruses. These would be considered means of miracles, and it just makes sense. China using face recognition, right? Amazon using face recognition when you go in there and buy something, and when you pull it out of the shelves, it rang up to your account, man, through face recognition. So those that don't got no ailments, you got to get it in your hands. It's easier for those that don't got ailment to get in their hand, but those that got ailments and need help, you need that physical, mental, emotional help. Then he's gonna put it in your brain.
Wait. Now, while you have the advantage.
Come here! Come here to rip me off, huh?
Wait, it's you.
I don't know how you found me, but you shouldn't be here. You killed my wife. No, I didn't do that. That was someone else. Doesn't matter!
This guy a situation. Remember problem, reaction, solution? They created this problem for this guy to get paralyzed and his wife to get killed. They was in a damn car, a damn Tesla, a self-driving car. Watch the movie, Upgrade, good movie. They was in a self-driving car, and he was trying to tell her that he didn't feel right with that type of car driving them. He was basically like an old school, because the guy who put the stem in him, the C hip, he was fixing on his car. It was an old school muscle car. And he was telling his wife he didn't like the way the car drove them around. Well, the people from the company had the car to do a glitch, and it took them somewhere else, man, another part of the city, or to the rough side of the city where number hood boogers is at, man. And they killed the wife and paralyzed him. Well, they created that problem. They created the problem, right? That was a reaction, and they gave him a solution. And they showed you in the movie the solution was take the C hip and you'll be okay. Check it out.
You're making me do this!
Let me know if you need my help, Gray.
Stop! Help!
I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
That's the C hip for doing that. You ain't noticed in the movie. It's a good movie, man.
Okay, Stem, what are we doing, man?
Just relax.
When it came out with the movie and stuff.
Oh, God, dude! Oh, look, man, stay down, please. Please don't get up, please. Please don't get up. Please. Stay down, man. Just stab me. Ow! Just stab him. You're trying to piss him off. Okay. All right. So, what's the plan? What are we doing?
Control again, Gray.
But this would be considered a miracle, man. And what did Job 13:4 say? They are forgers of lies. They are physicians of no value, man. And I was just thinking about how it just makes sense when the Lord said, in your forehead and in your hand. The forehead will most likely be for those that have these different ailments, man. I prayed the clip quadriplegic, paraplegic, paralyzed, different ailments, man. So you really they really don't got no type of movement. So They ain't gonna be to walk about, moving about all out here, using their hands to swipe with. So they're gonna be implanted in the brain, man. And it just makes sense. Job 13:4, but yeah, forges of lies. Yeah, all physicians are no value. And it tell you in Matthew 9:12 that Yahweh Shai is the real physician, man. And it tell was that Ecclesiastes 10:10, the physician coming to cut off a long disease, and the disease would be the Edomites. But he have conditioned the people to trust fully in them, man. Everybody trust in science. Everybody trust in going to get uh uh blood transfusions, right? Going to the so-called white man, to the hospitals, to the doctors. And if we just do what Yahweh Shema Shai told us, we'll be all right, man. Because it tell you in, this is Psalms 103:2, it reads, this is Psalm 103:2. Bless Yahweh, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. See, the Lord healeth all our diseases, man, all our iniquities. If we trust in Yahweh Shema Shai and do things according to the will of the Lord, we won't need to go to hospitals and doctors. Of course, we got to be circumspect, we got to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, and we got to understand the will of the Lord, man. You know, you got dentists, get your teeth clean, teeth fixed, whatever it is. But we the elect, the hopeful elect, don't trust in the so-called white man. All those that trust in these people, these Edomites, they are brainwashed, man. This is Isaiah 36:6. Lo, that trust in the staff of his broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. So you got these people that trust in the so-called white man. And it's leading to destruction, man. Destruction, man. And I just want to make some points. It's clear and make complete sense. The MOTB in your head and hands. The head gonna be for the old folk, man. The hands is for everybody else that can move freely about with no problem, man. And it's clear. It makes sense. It just makes sense. Revelation 13:14, and it reads, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth, they shall make an image to the beast, which is this system, and everybody trusts in this system. So of course they're going to take the mark of the beast. If you trust this system, you love this system, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. That's a draconian, that's plebeians and patricians, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that word killed goes into being cast out, not having no resources, being outcasted. He caused all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And if you go into the word kill, it's two definitions there. And to give you those that would not be joined to the system, that one world government. You ain't gonna take the sea hill. If you don't be killed, but getting your head chopped off, then you're gonna be an outcast. You ain't gonna be able to get no food. Just like in the movie Demolition Man, when Sylvester Stallone went up under the ground, that nigga said, "This is Rat Burger." The chick said, "What the name is, Sandra Bullock." She talking about, you seen the cows around here? He said, what is this? In Spanish, she told me it was a rat. They was outcasted, man. It reads, and he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's that charagma. And that no man may buy or sell, say he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And the number is that UPC, man. The universe product code, man. Everything got barcodes on it, man. When you go to the store and scan, everything got barcodes, man. That's the number, man. So to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. See, and it makes sense. The ones that got these ailments, man, is gonna take it in the forehead. And those that's freely move about, gonna take it in their hands. Left or right hand, doesn't matter. Cause who wanna get their brain cut open just to put that in there if you able body, man? Show you this devil plays. Oh, what's the scripture tell you? In Deuteronomy, the Lord said, Deuteronomy 28, that he should not regard the old nor show favor to the young, man. But yeah, I just was thinking about this, just some points I want to make. So Lord was edifying. You gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash, that belongs to the apostles, and the bishop, and elders, great minister, who well, who teach well, who are the apostles, and all the Israel, ready to accept it or not. In the sense of salutation, taught I can preaching this truth and believing this truth. But the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shed light to the hopeful elect, shalom to the outward who are listening, learning. If you sisters will listen, learning. Do off to the end. May you have our Shabbat Shakatim, blessing your houses. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. Now, I'm going to close with this. Hey, at Tina Paris, I'm going to say this again. Those praying hands, you need to stop using that. That represents the vagina. See how this brother, because I'm on how to put these praying hands up. See that? Now, I'm going to show you on the screen. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get off this and show you, because I didn't know if you were still there. But I'm going to show you in the scriptures. You need to stop using that. Let me get this blue letter. That represents a vagina. You need to stop using it. Now you can do what you want to do at the end of the day. Doesn't matter to me. I'm just here to tell you the origin of the praying hands. This is 1 Timothy. And you can go look it up yourself and you'll find out what's the origin of it. Where does it come from? You gotta remember, when we got those slave ships in America, Christianity was beaten to us. Jesus Christ was beaten to us. They made us call on that madness. This is 1 Timothy 2 and 8. I would therefore that men pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. There is not one scripture that say, put your hands together. So I just want to make that point to you. No, it's all good. We're just here to warn you. We tell everybody, we tell every sister that used them hands. We didn't know. We was in the world we didn't know, but now we know. So I'm just passing the message on to you, sister. But anyway, Exodus 21 and 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. Now I'm reading this because I want to show you before I close. In Revelation, and I did a lesson. I did a lesson. I titled it, The Law of the Mark of the Beast is in the Law. I did a lesson on this a while ago, maybe about a month or 2, 3 ago. The law of the mark of the beast is in the law. I just read it to you, Exodus 21, verse 5 and 6. Now I'm going to link these together. Revelations 13 and 18. I'm going to link these together and I'm going to close. What I just read, and I'm going to put it back up on the screen. Exodus 21. Now, Revelations 13 and 18, right? First, let's get 16. It's this word mark right here, right? And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. When you go to this word mark, constantly go through this. It's been a minute since I really went all the way through this. So real quick, right? This word mark, haragma.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Right? Now it's a stamp and imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And we know, according to 1 John 2, what is that? 1 John 2 and 18, there are many Antichrists. Also in 1 John 4. They're not just one, but it's a badge of the followers of the Edomites, the elites, right? It's a scratching or etching, i.e., stamp as a badge of servitude, right? G5482, it's Karox.
Strong's G 5482. Charax. Charax.
Now I say this is going to be what they use to put the C hip into your body, right? Now I say when you go to G 1125, it's a grapho. And what Esau has done, instead of writing
Strong's G
everything down,
1125. Grapho.
instead of writing
Grapho.
everything down, documenting everything, right? Everything was already done. Everything that Esau has done was documented, right? They keep files on it. You go to the file cabinet. If you're looking up Joe Bob, right? You go to the file cabinet. Oh yeah, here goes Joe Bob's file right here, and they give you the whole line list, his whole track record, right? To write with reference to the form of letters. It's a to write with reference to the contents of the writing, to express in written characters, to commit to writing, things not to be forgotten, write down, record. See? Things not to be forgotten, write down, record. So Esau is limiting information from keeping it in file cabinets, or you put it on a SIM card, right? You got phones. Oh, you got how many gigs? You got 3 gigs. How many gigs your phone hold? Well, you can get a SIM card that got 5, 6 gigs on it to store your music. You got different files, documents, right? Things are getting smaller, just like it was the phone on the wall, the rotary phone on the wall in the living room. Too, you got cell phones now. Oh, you got an Apple Watch. You can answer a phone call on your damn watch now, man. So to commit to writing, things not to be forgotten, write down records. The Lord kept records. That's why I tell you in Romans 15 and 4, things were written 4 times ago for our learning. See, it said to write to one, i.e., by written in a written epistles to give information, direction. Same thing the Lord did to us with this Bible. This is what Esau doing with his micro C here, man. The mark of the beast. He making it smaller. He making the information vast but smaller. You don't need to have a file cabinet. You don't need that. See how we like brothers, like you got brothers in camps. Like let's say me and the head brothers in camp, right? We got all these books in our backpack. Right? The brother just mentioned it the other, I think about a month or two ago. He like, man, I'm about to light up some of these books because the bag getting heavy now, man. But we got all these books. We got the Roman Empire, Empire of Edomite in our backpack. We got who's Esau Edom. We got Uh, from Babylon to Timbuktu, we got devastation of the Indies. We got the Bible. We ain't just got the Bible, the old 1611. We got a regular King James Bible without the Apocrypha. We got the King James 1611 with the Apocrypha. We got the Apocrypha. We got books on top of book. Oh, what's the other one? Nature Know No Color Line. We got all these books. Well, Esau don't got to walk around with books no more, man. He done put it all on SIM cards. So instead of you walking around with all these backpacks full of books, just put it on your SIM card. Take your SIM card and we'll put it in your hand. Yeah, we can put it all on the SIM card. See it? To commit to writing, things not to be forgotten, write down, record. Now, I want to show you that. When you go back to verse 18, right? Now here is verse 18. When you go to this word, 666, right? This number, there's a word for it. And I'm going to show you why I'm reading this because I just read to you Exodus 21, verse 5 and 6. Now, when you go to this number, right? 666 G5516, it give you this.
Strong's G 5516. Chi, Xi, stigma. Chi, Xi, stigma.
Right? Now, when you go to the strong definition, which is G4742, let's read it. Why would this be in here? Because the law of the mark of the beast is in the law which I read to you. And it's simple.
Strong's G 4742, stigma. Stigma.
Now check this out. Strong definition. The outline of biblical usage. It's a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. The body. A mark pricked in or branded upon the body. In the body or on the body. To ancient. Listen. To ancient Oriental usage. Slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master. Hold on. Exodus 21 and 5. And it reads, and if the servant shall plainly say, what, Lord? I love my master, my wife and my children, I will not go out free. Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with and all, and he shall serve him forever. Hold on. What is this word all here in Exodus 21? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Exodus 21 in verse 6. Here is the word all. Let's see what the word all say. H4836.
Strong's H 4836.
It's a boring instrument. All boring instrument, right? To bore, pierce of the ear. Bore. To pierce. What it said in Revelation 13. It said a palisade. To prick with, man. A mark pricked in or brand upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there were some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the tokens of their gods. To stick, i.e., prick, a mark, incise, or punch for recognition of ownership. Scar of service mark. It's plain, man. So Lord was edifying. Got to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rikak Wadash. The opportunity in. May Yahweh Shema Washak and team bless you in your houses. May the blessing of relation be upon your houses. Till next time, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Lord willing, I'll be back on Jill Messin and Truth Orlando tomorrow. Lord willing. I think it was Friday last week when I got to the plantation at 6. They sent me an email talk about they gave me a strike for that video I put up of that Edomite small hat Rabbi Finkelstein, who said that they control everything. And they gave me a strike for a video that's already on YouTube. I ain't even do a video on it. I just reposted it. Anyway, it's all the will of Yahweh Shema Shaka. The family word coming soon. Shalom, wa abba.